Good morning, everyone. Or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. Hey, Tommy, Aaron's here, and Robert Mack. Hello, guys. Mm. And I think I'm going to play this because I think it's appropriate. Yeah, I think we're already at what, the 10th, or what is it today? I'm horrible. I'm retired. The 10th, yeah. So what's Christmas? A month and a half? Wow. And probably, or hopefully, a year from now, I'll still be alive and going, wow, another year went by. It's Christmas again already. So, anyway, Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm too early. Sound is good. Cool. If you noticed, I got both the C, I got in a 90 also, and then, of course, you can see I haven't done my cable management. I started to, and I just got to cut some, but for the most part, I got a crap load of wires. I don't think I'm doing too much, but I guess I don't know. It's working. I guess if it sounds okay, that's all that matters. Hey Maui, how you doing? You find a place to stay here in Surin yet, or no? Thanks again, Tommy. I think it sounds okay. I like the way it looks. We were talking about that. Bobby's. I went out and got this on the spur of the moment yesterday, which is the new DJI Mini 4 Pro combo extended plus batteries, and in the process I did all the I didn't know I could buy it at the Robinson at the big camera in there. Lady was nice. They had one left, so it worked out pretty good. It was expensive, but I'm kind of looking forward to getting into flying. I was just looking. Hey, Bobby, I was just looking at ND filters. Um, they're pricey, but I don't know. I like shooting with ND stuff, so I think it can make or break a picture. But anyway, so that was fun because Bobby and Jai were going there, so thank God Jai was there. Bobby, he was no help. He was, go ahead, buy it. Yeah, get that one. Don't yeah, get that one. I'm just kidding. It was a good time. I don't know, what did we spend there? 2 hours or something, Bobby? Probably pretty close. And Jai pretty much handled everything. So thank you very much, Jai. Nitnoy did help me when she got back. She filled out all the questions that they asked, and now I'm just waiting for them to call me, I guess, or contact me back. So coming in an hour. I have it on the phone, the one that Jai recorded for me, but I haven't done much past that yet. Uh, 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 did Maui? Did you answer? Or you think so? You got a place, or is that what that I think so was? I'm behind. Hey, GI Ant, what's up, brother? Um, yes, we're yeah. We got stuck. Yeah, and I was gonna call you up and go. Okay, everything's charged up. I'm ready to go. It was just absolutely pouring here in Surin. I mean, just downpouring. But I don't know. I got sidetracked. It says it takes 58 minutes to charge those batteries. So that's 3 hours right there because it only charges them one at a time inside that three battery brick deal or whatever. And I've got to get it's saying 30. I don't know. What do you use to charge yours? Hey, Verna, how you doing? Hope you're well. Merry Christmas. um, it says 35 watt, USB to C or whatever. But the couple of videos that I saw, they're running 65 watts and they're not having any problem. But I'm not in that big a rush to burn up anything because I know it's got to make the batteries hotter. So I think I'm just going to order a 35 watt. They're only like a couple $100 from Lasada. I'm going to order that and order um, the the ND filters and it's got a polarize. It's six of them for 1,300 baht. But what's really sucks is I was looking at some of them and for Bobby's got the 3 Pro, and they had that one there on sale for 10,000 baht less than the 4. Um, uh, but it I looked on there because I was just curious because they have a bunch of filters on there. Obviously, they have more for the 3 Pro because it's been out for a while. And damn if they don't fit. It's the exact same camera and everything, but according to everything that I looked at, the people which were hoping the same thing, the ones that had the 3 and were getting rid of their 3, they wanted to know, are my filters going to fit? And according to what I read, no. Let's see. If you guys aren't subscribed, please. Oh, I'm backwards now. I mirror my camera so that it's on the same side. Now I got to get used to that. So, if you would, please subscribe to Verna's channel. So your kids are sick. That sucks. So it wasn't quite as expensive as the iPhone 15, but it was 30. I don't remember, Bobby. What was it? 37, 37.4 or 37.2 or 3 or whatever that I bought a card because I have about 10% success rate buying SD cards from Lasada, and I mean they are a knockoff, and it's almost like the best counterfeiting job I've ever seen, but they won't work in my GoPro, so I know that they're phony. The scan disc anyway. So anyway, I bought one of those 256. That was kind of pricey. I think that was 11, 30, 40 bucks, something like that. But I need them for both. Bobby, are you still here? Because he will go out and cut down a tree if you don't talk to him. He'll go out and cut down something. Anyway, what you do is in the controller, on your controller, there's a door. You don't use the one that you charge your controller with. And I'm going to have to use this one because my other one doesn't come, but you just slide the C into the controller and turn on your microphone. Now, what the problem with that, in case anybody's interested, I'm rambling on this DJI. But if they're okay, good. Yeah, you need to take a rest. So, but what the problem is, when you're flying it, all the high definition 4K footage is in the drone. So what he said that he does, what it's doing is it's the SD card on your controller. That's where your voice and talking and everything's going to. So what he does is he puts a spike when he starts it up, he puts a spike in the sound, and then he can see that. And when he goes back, he syncs it up with the footage from the actual drone, and then the audio from the one that's inside the controller. But it's fairly simple, and it doesn't have to be a DJI. You just got to be able to plug it in. But I think you have a DJI, right? I think you do. I think Bobby has a DJI. Hey, somebody came in. We don't know, where did GI go? We lost GI Ant. Anyway, hey Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, much too much work. I agree with both of you. He needs to freaking take a break. You're retired. Well, he has to hurry because he's only going to be in Thailand, I think, for 6 days, and then he's flying back to the U.S. for 4 months. I'm bullshit. He's going to be here for a while. Um, and I probably missed it, Maui, but did you answer me probably twice or three times that you found a place? Let's see. Yes, you're coming on Monday because that's the 13th, and the only reason I know that is because my solar man is going out to Ubon Monday morning and tying in. I got to go get it either tonight or on the way out tomorrow morning. I bought a 2000, the one old green, if you remember from when I first started the property here, I bought an old green, ugly looking 1,000 liter tank. Well, it just so happens that they make them blue. They're actually cheaper, but they're taller. And the solar man told me it can be as big around as you want, but it needs to be the same height for water levels or something. I don't know. It makes sense, I guess. But anyway, the 2,000 liter green one is exactly the same height as the 1,000. So we'll have 3,000 liters, which I think is plenty. I can't see any reason for that. But anyway, he's going there, so I got to get it there this weekend. I tried to get my wife to order it a while ago, and she didn't. So when she told me last night, she goes, "I didn't get a chance to order, and they told me they can't deliver it till Tuesday." And I go, "Well, that's going to be kind of tough because he's going to be there Monday to install." My wife's got so much stuff. She's so awesome. And just for Andrew, I love my wife immensely. Actually, for Quan. But anyway, um, still raining. No, no rain here. But I think we're going to probably hit it. Depending, it could take a real weird turn between now and the 19th, when at least we're leaving. You're leaving the 13th. But it was weird, man. Yesterday and it wasn't like a little afternoon drizzle. It was a downpour. It overflowed my pond. So and the pool is all the way up like this far from the top. So you waited for the rain to stop. Yeah, I got home before it rained. You were going and doing some shopping, I know, after I left. And like I said, thank you very much to him. Make sure if Jai's not watching to tell her thank you. I really appreciate it. If I would, I'd still be there if it wasn't for Bobby and Jai. I would have had to spend the night and got up in the morning and continued with it. Even the ladies told Jai that, said, thank God you're here, or I wouldn't have been able to even sell him the drone. Yeah, I've got full, I don't know. It doesn't bother me too much to ride in it as long as I've got rain gear. But my wife is still bugging me, and I gave her the option. Okay, I'm staying at a really nice place in Ko Chang. Really nice, way nicer than I deserve, and I'm going to be by myself. So it's actually, yeah, it'll be fine. But I told her last night, I said, okay, you take off the 19th through the 25th or whatever it has to be, and I won't take the Forza, and you come with me and we'll take the truck. And no, so that worked out okay. I really want to ride, man. So she didn't even think about it. My wife she'd be the perfect. I'd hire 100 of her tomorrow if I had a business. Um, got crappy. Yeah, I bought my stuff before I left the States. What the hell's the name of it? I can't remember. It's good stuff. I mean, I've had it since I've been here. I brought it with me 5 years ago. It's really good. I forget the name of it. Purtle or something. I'll have to look at it. But anyway, yeah, it's best to get good stuff. And I don't even know, can you get good stuff here? I imagine you probably can. It's just knowing what to get. Um, fly what? So maybe I can fly in on my drone. Yeah, the only thing is now, Bobby, what was it? I think they told me 3 to 7 days, working days, to get all the licensing and everything I need. I'm gonna bring it with me because if there isn't anybody at that, I'd like to get. Bobby will give me all the footage I want, so I really don't have to. But I just want to start flying it. It's really amazing. I looked at more video. I got up at 4:30 this morning, so a little bit ahead of schedule. I got a couple of freaking mosquitoes in here. Anyway, and I watched a couple of videos. This thing's freaking amazing, man. I was really impressed. Really, I haven't even got to fly it yet. You have a roof on your wheels? Yeah, no shit. Uh, hey, network. Wow, very cool. I hope you're well. I know that uh, you were going to go. Well, when are you going to be back, Ryan? That's Ryan, in case anybody didn't know. He is working on kind of part time, I guess, right? On a cruise ship. So very cool. So that's why he's saying the internet's working intermittently. But when you come back, I'll make a trip over there. I've been kind of in touch with Mitch. Too bad. Are you going to be back before December 9th or no? If you are, you need to come to the house blessing. But I don't think you are. I think you're gone for a while. But of course, I've been wrong before. Hey, Brock, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. When you're coming soon too, but you're going to be here, but you have stuff to already do, right? You're not going to make it. I haven't met Brock yet. He's been here. Have you been here once or twice since I've been here, or since we've known each other? One of these days we'll all have to get together. But when he gets here, he's like you're in almost retirement vacation mode. You don't want to do anything, which I don't blame. Well, do stuff around there. To take off and go meet people, I don't think is on the top of your list. Mm-mm-mm. But I'm loading up. I just bought another chair. I just like to carry it with me. I did buy a 66-liter Wolf, whatever they are, Wolf, whatever, blah blah blah. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. I got a 90-liter, but like I said, it goes over my. You can strap. I can strap whatever I want to on the back of my seat because my wife's not going to ride with me anyway. So it's 22 inches, so it fits in between the my side bags. So that's going to be here. So middle of the Atlantic. Hello all and good night. Are you going to be here on the 9th of December? If you got that. And then I'm going to put the chair in there just in case. I like to have a chair with me. It's one of those foldable. It's like yay long. It'll fit right in the bottom of that. And then I've got the bag. I don't know if you do, Maui. I've got the bag that goes on top of the gas tank. And it's big. It'll hold all my clothes for a week. But I like having that. But I got to start putting it all together. I got my little single burner propane coffee or hot water maker, so I'm gonna bring that with me. Not that I'll probably need it, but it was really weird in the hotel that we're staying at. The whatever suite deal or whatever I got that's on the water, they had those for like I don't know, for 3 days it was 100, 200 baht less, and they offered it to you without water and without a coffee maker. I never seen anything like that before. Hotel looks really nice. Roxanne, yes, 2 weeks till I get there, and that's a very loading market vicinity. That's right. I'll have to get that way. I know you're not going to be able to make it. I believe Ron's coming, and I got to get that. I still haven't gotten it out of my brother. I talked to my wife again, and I try not to overload her because the woman's amazing, but she gets flustered when I hit her up with, did you ask your uncle this? Did you tell your brother that? Did you tell your sister that? I don't want to overload her, but I'll get it on Saturday, either on Saturday afternoon after I take it. I'll put it on the line group, and I'll put it in the community on the channel, and whatever I got to put it. I'll put it until everybody can get the the info. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think I'm going to say that there's probably going to be about 5 or 6 people that'll need rooms, and I don't think that's going to be a problem. And that, like I said, they're perfectly acceptable. Mm-mm-mm. And Bobby, did you hear that? How I told you what you have to do for the microphone? Because I think you have a DJI, right? Did you answer? You probably already answered. And you think that I could? I got it better. The thing's huge here. I can actually see it. But yeah, so I want to try that. I'm going to actually take this and put the batteries in the drone. It won't let me fly here again. It says restricted zone. So I didn't even get into it. Can I get around that somehow? Because I believe you can. Um, yeah, what it is you take your Type C connector, and not in the power where you charge yours is different than mine, your controller, but there's a little flap where your SD card is. You need an SD card in there, and you need to use that C port, and you plug it in, and then take your microphone just like you are and talk. The problem is that the high definition and stuff is on the CD card in the drone. So what the person I was watching did, he made a spike. So he's got the drone here, and he's kind of on camera, and he's got this going with the controller, and he claps his hands, gets a spike in the audio, and then when he goes back, he will take the high definition footage out of the drone, and then sync it up with the audio of talking and everything with what's in the controller, because the controller is just it's not high definition. It's not good quality, I guess. And one of the guys said if you're using it for like doing home, whatever they are, where they come out and fly the drone around and check out your house or whatever, and you're talking into it, you can just use the whole thing right out of the on the SD card in the controller. But if not, you've got to sync them up in your editor. So, but it looked pretty easy. Hey, Nikki, morning to you. It's late. You're amazing. Uh, Very cool. Thanks for coming by, Nick. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's really easy. I'll show you when I'm going to try it today. I'm going to put a SD card in the drone. So I need two now. So I need an SD card in the controller, which I'm just going to put one of these. These are the ones that I was using. You were saying. You see that? Anyway, this one's only 32. So I'll put that in the drone, and then I will. I've got the big one in. I got the big. I'll put this one in the controller. I got the 256 in the drone. So I'll just turn it on. I can't fly it, but I'll just talk as it's on the ground or whatever, and then see what it sounds like and what it looks like. I caught almost all of it. You missed it. I don't know. You got some of the nicest places to walk dogs I've ever seen in my life. If you guys aren't familiar with Nikki, I got to do this hand. Subscribe and check it out. Her and Buddy. Buddy's her dog. I got Bear here. Bear, want to see Bear? There he is. You a good boy? Yes, you are. You want to relax? He doesn't mind. As long as he's near me, he doesn't care about anything. He's going to be a good dog. He's a good boy. Good looking dog too, aren't you? Yeah? Okay. You can lay back down and go to sleep. Uh, yeah, he's a cutie. He's a good boy. Okay, let's see. Ah, there it is. You can watch it on Bobby's before I'll put anything out. I have it on here. I could link it somehow to the computer and do it, or I could go like this Let's see, where am I? I could go like this. Where is it? And I could show you on the, let's see, where is it? Where are you? There you are, a minute. And see, I got to turn the volume up.
Robinson Mall.
Barely.
New DJI.
Let me start it over. Yeah, well, you don't. Which we didn't end up getting to do, but. I said, no, don't tell her the price. My wife, what did I tell you, Bobby? What did I tell you? What was the first thing that she asked me? Yeah. I told Bobby, I said my wife's going to, the first thing that she's going to do is she's going to ask me how much was it. And that's exactly what she did. So, how much? How much? And then I told her, oh, expensive. But I'm looking forward to. Hey, Randy, how are you? I hope you're well. Um, Tommy, question. Will you be saying no? Because he didn't ask me this year. He's asked me in the past, but um, I have I got the house blessing and I got a bunch of other stuff we're going to be doing for the schools and stuff. So uh, probably not. I know he showed on his video today, right? He showed a bunch of. I guess he's gonna, in case anybody knows, and you want to donate to the kids, whether it be through here or through Chuck's, it doesn't matter. As long as it gets back to Thailand, I'm game. Of course, my wife would like it better if she got it, but he's gonna put up a GoFundMe for the school because I guess he gets, I mean, 70 whatever he's got, 75,000 subscribers. But if you want to, go ahead and give it. It gets to the kids, and uh, that's what it's all about. At least it is with me. Giving back to Thailand, everything that I've gotten out of it. It's a wee mini thing to do whatever I do each month. So, but I want to thank everybody here that has. You put smiles on my wife's face and the kids and the people, and it goes to Thailand, which is a big deal. But she really enjoys doing it. Let's see. But yeah, he did ask me last. I just read it. You did say that. Yeah, he did. But he's because I know that he's in Malaysia, and I believe that the coincidence is Daz is in Malaysia. I wonder if they're meeting up or something, if they run into each other. We'll have to see. He should be. They left on Monday, I think. That's what he said today. And it was, I think, Sunday when he did that video. So probably tomorrow we'll probably get the first part. But I think he spent a day in Bangkok. But we'll have to see. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. Finally, he did. He must have got bombarded with people saying, and he never it did say what happened to the Forza. I mean, he said he sold it or he got rid of it or whatever, but he didn't like that Forza anyway. When we went on the ride, he didn't like the way it handled. He didn't like the way it handled in the in any kind of twisty stuff. He didn't feel. I could tell he didn't, and it looks like he really likes this one. Which I would too. I like the Rebel, but I don't think I'd go for the 1200. But the 500 is the one that I'm kind of looking at because I don't want to. I can get an 18 or a 19 for right around a buck and a half, and I know Joe said they were like over 200 for the Scrambler. The pipe's way up there. I'm not real big. That's what they called when they called the 350 Honda a Scrambler back in 70 or 71 because we were the 350 Hondas when I was 15 and a half when I got my permit. I had a 69 or a 70. Anyway, they had the same upsweep pipes on one of the styles of the CB. I think they called it a scrambler, if I'm not mistaken. And they stuck with that. He said he didn't mind it afterwards. If you guys watched that video, if you haven't, it's a good video. You should watch it. But I think I like the Rebel 500, and I can get it for, like I said, a buck and a half. I actually saw one in there that was a 22, I think, for 160, something like that. But I know that he said he might be selling it. He didn't say he was absolutely going to. Um, oh, you know what? DJI Mini. What did he say about the Mini? I'm gonna read. Self unlock DJI Mini. You should be able to fly your drone in most restricted area. It doesn't hurt to try. Okay, self unlock. You know what? From what I understood, you said you had the DJI 2 SE, and according to everything that I read, they aren't 4K. They're 2.7. Because of what it was when I went there, what I paid, the 37 was almost exactly what Bobby paid for the 3 when he got it however long ago. They had the 3 Pro with the Fly More combo for 10,000 less, 27. So I don't know. You know, I got there and I said, and Bobby agreed. I said, you know what? If I'm going to get it, I might as well get what's the latest they have, latest and greatest. And from what I've been seeing, I'm kind of glad I did. But I will try that for sure. But that's because I was looking at the SE, and everything that I saw, it said 2.7, 2.7. So let's see. I'm going to do a video on self unlock me and Dave. Yeah, that's a good idea. Bobby's got the right idea. What happened with Nikki? Thank you so much. What happened? What did I miss? Gonna share as I might be away for a little while. I have an appointment. I'm nervous as hell. Hate being put out. I hope everything's gonna be good for you. Thoughts, blessings, and everything will be with you from everybody here. You know that. Um, I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I feel okay, man. I'm just not losing the weight that I want to lose, and I just need to get back in the gym. Is all I really need to do. But it's hard, man, with my knees and everything. It sucks. Okay, you're very welcome, Nick. Well deserved. I'll be praying. Oh, Dave. The Mini does have active track. The Mini 3. Oh, the 4 does have active track. The 3 does not have. So I need to. Yeah, there's a way to do it. You can get around it, Bobby. But I don't know exactly what it is. But I know how to do the sound now. So I will be trying that probably this afternoon. I'm gonna take the cover off the Forza and go through all the bags and stuff and make sure I've got everything ready to go, because I know that before I know it, Maui will be here, and before I know it, we'll be ready to go. So I want to make sure I'm ready. I got to find that center bag. It's a pain in the ass when you get gas. Not really, because I didn't put when you get it, it goes up under the seat. Well, my legs are right there, so the thing can't go anywhere. Is this a bug? And it comes with some peel and stick deals that go up on and hold it in. I didn't want to stick anything on the scooter, and I don't. As it turned out, I don't need it. But that bag is so all I do is lift it up, and I can put gas in it and put it back down. But it was definitely added. I mean, the bag, is yay wide and this high and yay deep, so it holds a lot of crap. I'm gonna imagine that if it's 1100, it's got to be, well, it could be 2 cylinders, but it's probably going to be 3. I know that my 995 Triumph Tiger in the States is a 3-cylinder, and it hauls ass. I'll tell you what, that bike, besides being the year I got, the Tigers and stuff on the newer ones are great. Mine's an older one, and they're a little high centered, and but I was only using it for just like I wasn't going to do any kind of crazy off roading, and I did a couple of moto camping deals, but fire roads and stuff like that would be the extent of where I would take it off. But on the road, thing was a monster, and the BMW people not hate, they clash with the Triumph people. Our BMWs are better and blah blah blah. Even the BMW guys, the diehards, the mechanics, and everything, they don't have anything bad to say about that motor, that triple. They said it's just an absolute beast. So we'd love to be able to say something bad about it because it's just in our nature, being BMW guys. But the motor's awesome. Let's see. Make it yeah, I hope so. I'd hate to miss Buddy going to the head early in the morning. Everything will be good. My wife, when she went in for her little deal that she had, they made her because she's on blood thinners for. My wife has a weird. I don't even know what it is, but she's got a thing where she's got to take. She has to take these blood thinners, and both times that she's had a little minor surgeries, but the doctor has kept her in the hospital 4 to 5 days before they even did anything because they wanted to test her and test her blood and because they take her off the blood thinners obviously and so that's why she's not looking forward to it. She's got to go in February, and so she's gonna have to go through that all again, and this time they're gonna do a total deal and doctor doesn't want to screw around anymore. I'm ready to go again. I want to try some of the other things on the menu. The 1100cc Honda has a V4. I I'm kind of curious because it's gonna be probably be water cooled, as is my Triumph. I'm trying to think of the year of my Triumph, 2002 or three or something like that. It's been so long, sitting in the States just doing nothing. It's horrible. Dave buys a drone. Did Bobby put it up already? See you next time, King Dave and everybody. All right. Take it easy, Verna. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, please do yourself a favor and help her out. She can use it. Hey, how you doing, Adrian? Glad you could stop by. Good day to you. But yeah, so got the drone. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe if um, Craig, if you well, all I got to do. What did Craig say it was? I got to bring it up. Yeah, I already forgot. Uh, let's see okay. No, I missed it already. What is it called? Video. Okay, self unlock. Okay, I'll try to remember that, and I'll try that because that was why you won't see any footage of this house being done, and the reason didn't see any of the other house because I wasn't there that often and I was lazy. I still had the mini. I still have the mini. Maybe I'll do something with that. Who wants to learn how to fly a drone? That's a subscriber. The mini would be an absolute awesome drone to learn how to fly a drone. Good night, Nick. Hang in there. We'll be um, you'll be in our thoughts and prayers. And that's what. Let's see. This one off blood thinners, prep for surgery, had a brainstem stroke, and now she's almost English with an accent. It was weird now that you bring that up. My wife, all the people, we've done a lot of business with Ty Wazadu and Home Pro and all that. Her sister, her cousin or whatever, works. She used to work at Global House, and now past 8 months, 9 months, she's worked at Thai Wazadu. All the people, 5 or 6 people, you have to give your own blood, which I guess is kind of normal here in Thailand. I'm getting that from my wife. So the people there went and donated blood for my wife. Thought it was freaking awesome. Uh, People here in Thailand, I mean, you gotta love Thailand, right? I mean, I don't know. My family, my wife, pretty much everything that I have in Thailand, everything's been positive and on an upbeat. And I never thought I'd be even close to in this position. That I'm going to be 67 this year. No way. So it is fun. Maybe I'll play the Christmas song again. Let's see. So I did order a. What I found out was if the video and everything's got to be fairly decent on this GoPro. Um, what the what I read was the 8, the 9, 10, I guess all the newer ones. All I do is, I mean, you can do it with the mod, and I guess you get a better picture if it's 1080 or whatever. If you use their HDMI mini deal, if you can see that, and put the mod on there, and then go into a HDMI or whatever. This is easy. Take the battery out, plug the Type C in. I've got a Type C in on my laptop. Plug it in, and it finds it and goes into a USB mode, and that's it. It's ready to go. But what I found out is you can use any GoPro. You just got to get a capture card, which I didn't get like the $9 million ones that all the people were suggesting, so I'll probably be sorry. But I got a U green because all my cables are that U green, or I think that's the name of it. That's the name of it? Where's my... Sorry, Bear. I know. I'm sorry. This company. See, now that's backwards. So if I unmirror my camera, I think I'm going to because I'm so used to seeing it. Where is it at? No, not that camera. Where are you at? Unmirror. There we go. Does that show it right now? Yeah. I don't know. I'll leave it that way. Anyway, this I ordered it's HDMI. It's USB to the capture card, and then the capture deal is HDMI going into it, and then HDMI mini going in, not micro, but mini going into the 7, supposedly. I don't have it. It's sitting in the trailer with my 70D, which I'm going to bring too. I could use the 70D too, but I got nowhere to put it. But anyway, I'm going to do that because I use my 9 all the time. So I do need to get a couple more cards. I've always been short on SD cards. Like I said, I ordered 8 of no. What did I tell Bobby? 5 and 5. I ordered a 32, a 64, a 256, a 512, and a 1 terabyte in both scan disk. And then should have known. I mean, it was cheaper now. Ordered them all. 2 different manufacturers. 5 were SanDisk, and I forget what the other ones were. Another good quality, whatever. And I mean, to look at the packaging with the codes on them and everything, you would never think that it was a knockoff or whatever, but they wouldn't work. None of them. 10 wouldn't work. So I've got 2 32s, 164, and now the 256. So I need to get a couple of more real, probably the 60, whatever they are. I'll get a couple of those. I think they were going to sell it at the camera place, Bobby, if you remember, if you're still there. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I think they were 300, 400 baht. I can't remember. So I think I'll buy it from maybe I'll go there. I got to go back to the bank because now they're notifying my freaking both my cards for my 2 bank accounts here in Thailand. They're both going to expire in December. So I thought about and remembered it yesterday, but being old, after I got the drone and getting out of there, and Bobby, I should have went over to the bank and got it done. What happened to Rob? What did I miss now? Rob, hey, got out of the hospital again. My AFib back cardio. They give me a medication for it, and I'll tell you what, I know it works because when I stop taking the medication, I go right into the AFib. Uh, I don't know what it is. Couldn't tell you which one of my pills that's for. But when I'm on that pill, I get no AFib. No AFib. Weird. Well, I hope you feel better, brother. David Slate Ways used to be here in the United States years ago. Hope it stays that way. That's what happens here. I know. Let's see. Air 3, 1700, about 30. Australian 17th, about 37. Yeah, because the 37 was exactly in U.S. exactly $1,050. $1,050 was what the 37, what the cost of the DJI, and I think it's more expensive in the States, is what I'm seeing. It's cheaper here, and it is that way on some stuff, some computers and stuff like that. It's cheaper to buy here in Thailand. In case anybody's wondering, if you know somebody in Thailand, ask them to check out, at the local computer store or whatever. If you know somebody in Bangkok or Pattaya, where they got the big malls, they got those big, I forget the name of them, big like super computer stores, and see how much they are. Worth a try seeing. Hmm. I had to go in for a face scan update. Yeah, I did too. They're making everybody do that. And what's really weird is since I changed it over, I have to go back and do it again. It's not well, it asks me if it's over 50,000 baht that I'm transferring, which is kind of common for me because on the house build, my wife knows how to make herself look stout. I mean, she did it. She got the loan for 2.3 million on this house, and now a year before we had talked about building a year before we built or more. And she said, "Well, can you start giving me the money that you pay for the electricity and for this and that, and put it through my account? It'll look good in the long run. Down the road, we'll be happy we did." And exactly what did happen. It made her look like she looks like $1 million. So everything that I get in, oh, Uncle needs 50,000 baht for the concrete. Okay, I give it to her. She takes it. She transfers it to him. So all this money goes through her deal, which makes her look. But she laid out when I first here. I didn't pay cash for the Forza. She went and put it in her name, and got a loan. Both the cars are in our name. We didn't pay. We put hefty down payments, but we didn't. We didn't do it. They're both in her name. The house is in her name. So she looks really good. Uh, I haven't seen you in a while. Is everything going good? Uncle Craig, mine's Bangkok Bank, same as Craig's, and that's what they did to me too. But I've got to go in, and it's really weird too because as you transfer the money, it'll tell you put your face in this circle as a secondary. You've already okay to transfer. Put the face in the circle and blink your eyes 3 times or smile, and then it says okay and goes through. It's weird, uh, kind of funny actually. Take care of that. I've been having STD issues myself lately. It's scary. Last one lasted 4 hours. Wow, that's 200s. Yeah, you need to have that taken care of too, Aaron. But mine gone. Like I said, um, whatever medication. I don't know exactly. I could try to find out if you want, but I'm sure that they have competent doctors where you're at. But I don't. The medication that they gives me keeps me from getting AFib. So, and I guess it's kind of common for the elderly. Never thought I'd hear myself say that, but yeah, it's kind of common, I guess. Um, so, gonna take this 7 and end it. Is Maui? You still here? Or are you gone? He probably took off. Did he ever answer, Bobby? Maybe you were watching. Did he ever answer on um, if he found a place to stay here in Surin? That'll be your reason for staying for 2 months. Sounds like a good reason to me, Randy. um, yeah, because I mean, if he hasn't, it's going to be tough, man. He should have listened. Because in case anybody's wondering, if you're coming to Surin around this time of year during the Elephant Festival, uh, make sure you get your rooms way, 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 way ahead of time. We don't have much here, but when we have the Elephant Festival, people come from every place uh, to uh, to see that. So if you got it, uh, heed my warning, and Bobby will give you the same warning. He thinks so, Dave. He'll let us know where soon. Okay, cool. I just my trailer's there. I'm probably gonna leave it, but I was gonna pull it back home, but we'll see. Secures fingerprints almost inmates anyone. Yeah, it's only if you're charged. Mine now is I think it's over if it's over 50,000. So I mean, even if you didn't want to, do it or whatever, you just you know send somebody, if they wanted 70 or whatever, just do it twice. But I just do it. But sometimes you're in a dark place, you're in the middle of a market or something, and you got a stupid grin on your face and you're blinking your eyes, you look like a freaking idiot. So anyway, hey Jack, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Thai dentists are good, at least the ones. Yeah, I think so. I got to get it done, man. Uh, my teeth are my teeth are junk. I put it off ever since she got sick 6 years ago now, and uh, I need to get them done. And then I was gonna get it done, and then COVID hit, so it sucks. Uh, Happy Friday to you, Jack. Yeah, that does ring a bell. Do I have that? I have to look. Because he changed me though. Because I was on a couple of the drugs that I was on when I came here. My heart doctor changed me to the new. But this heart doctor, this is the guy that saved my life, you know, 10 times. I'd be dead if it wasn't for him. The man's amazing. That's why I've got nothing but good things to say about anything here. If anybody is going, well, I might want to go to check out Thailand, but I don't know what their medical stuff is, and I couldn't have got better care in the United States. Don't know about England and Australia, but the care that I got given in the private hospital here in Surin was top notch. Saved my life for sure. Yeah, that does sound real familiar, Rob. So, I'm not going to die. Just yeah, yeah. Some people don't even bother with it; they live with it. Um, I just do whatever they tell me. I'm at a stage of my life that they went to school for many many years. I'm not a doctor, so whatever they want to do, I let them do. Especially this guy. This guy is this guy's great. Hey George, how you doing? Didn't work staying here 2 months. Sounds bittersweet. Yeah, for sure. And I think that's the way he meant it to sound. Uh, you can do I said dentistry. There you go. You can get it even cheaper, Randy. That's right. Veterans Day, right? Very cool. 11th of November to all that serves. You bet. Uh, yeah, I just do whatever they tell me to do. They kept me alive this long. I figure they must know what they're doing. God, this coffee's lasted long. It's very cold now. Yeah, that's why I say. I know he was saying too. What did you say to Yeah, that's why I say because I'm going off of what Bobby just said here. I didn't see what Aaron had said, but if you can, I mean, like I said, one day earlier than you thought you could retire, I would do it one day earlier. And like I said, don't go crazy and say, "Oh, this crazy guy on YouTube said I could just retire." No, when you're satisfied with what you need to survive, and there's a lot of people out there that are on the come. And what I mean by that is they're they're 50, 55 years old. They have a retirement, right? Are they a meager retirement, or they've saved a crap load of money and they divided it out to where they can make it till they turn 62 and collect their Social Security. And I'm talking about people from the States. And then they have it all in their mind. This is my budget. I can spend 3,000 a month for the next, 15 years until I'm 65, and then I'll collect this, and I'll still have a chunk of money. Just don't be stupid about retiring. But if you can retire, I would highly recommend it. The lowered my blood pressure. Like I said, the dollar just here in Thailand anyway is stretches. When you can go out and get a lot of the people in Frankfurt, they go out, especially you people that do YouTube. They're going to go out to places and have 1,000 baht meals and stuff like that. That's why expat Paul, I would suggest watching his stuff. He's going around Bangkok to some good, expensive stuff. I saw the one that he did on the Japanese. That place looked freaking awesome. I was trying. I even asked him. I don't think he answered me, but I asked him, do they have more of those Japanese hot pot barbecue places? I've got something that's close, but it's not the same. Um, but it looked freaking awesome. But most of the time, he also went out and had like 2 plates of food for uh, under 100 baht, under a dollar, 90 something cents. Ridiculous. So depends. Like I said, know in your mind what you need. If I'm sitting in the United States right now and I'm watching and I'm going, okay, I wasn't real smart. Okay, I'm 67. I'm collecting my Social Security. It's not the greatest in the world, but it's enough to get by, and I can barely live. I'm living in the outskirts of some honky tonk little shithole, and it's costing me 1,000 for a bachelor or a studio apartment, and I'm getting 1,900 a month, so I've got 900 for food, for transportation, for electric, for internet, for phone. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Just not a way to live. Take that 1,800 and come to Thailand. Now you've got a nice place, a studio apartment on the outskirts of probably a real nice Pattaya, John Tiem, whatever, for 300 bucks, 350 bucks, or Pachua, or whatever, wherever you're going to go. And then do the math. Is it? I'd rather have. I think 3,000 is a good. 25 to 3,000 is a good, solid foundation to start with. I think that you have no problem in the world, unless you want to you're older and you want to chase 20-year-old women and drink all night and whatever. Then you need $8,000 a month. But if just to live and live a good life, you can do it. But you got to make sure. I mean, I would always have a chunk of money. Could you do it without? Yeah, but it'd be a little scary. But if you're over 50 and you're in that 18 to 2,000 on Social Security, you qualify for the retirement visa. Okay, if you've got chunks of money that you saved, that's even better. Then you put it in. You don't have to worry about it. Put in 800,000, and you're ready to go. Um, or you could do it. I did it for the first up until last year and this year. I didn't know if I wanted to bring in a chunk of money. Now I don't have any. Doesn't make a difference to me. But at the point before, I didn't. I just brought in 3,000 a month, so I went over their limit for the over 800 for the 12-month period, and I never had a problem. But this way, if you put the 800, and I would always say put 850 or whatever in there. Don't take any chances. And It makes it simple. If you want to, you can have somebody help you do it, but it's 1900 baht. And then if you want a multiple entry, I think the multiple entry is 1800. Bobby would know. I know he just did it. What am I getting blamed for? Uh, Hey, I was just talking about you. Did you hear? Do they have those places more around, or is it a franchise type thing? And I'm talking about that Japanese place that you just did the video on. If you didn't already, you might have already answered me. No, I don't think you were here when I said when I was talking about it. But if you do know, I'd be very curious. I wrote it in your thing. I do watch those videos. And if you guys are going to be around Bangkok, and I'm sure he's going to. I mean, I don't know. You could do him in Bangkok and Pattaya for his whole life, and the way that places close and open, you'd have a new place, 3 times a week anyway. But yeah, 62 can collect Social Security in America. Yeah, and you can check all the online stuff that are on YouTube or whatever. I'm no expert at anything, but everybody that I watched, I was on Social Security disability, which got rolled into regular Social Security when I turned 66, I think. But you, everybody that I saw on there said, I'm talking about guys that know about numbers and stuff, or at least I think they do. I took them and looked at them and felt confident that they were giving me the right information. Every one of them said, take it as soon as you can get it. So, I don't know. What was I missed the thing. Uh, I live on until then. I don't get how the government can hold your money and pay less and take it out early. In the UK, I think it's really, I didn't know that. Who did I miss? Whatever I missed, if you want to put it back in, let me do it. Sorry. I want to try because I'm thinking about him. I saw Aaron's thing that said they was blaming something on me, and I can't. Uh, I don't know what it was, but anyway, let me get caught up to here. Start collecting 62 or wait until you get more. If we only knew our expiration date. Yeah, and I don't remember how they explained it because it didn't really pertain to me. But I was just curious. Is it good to wait? Is it not? Me, I like something in my hand. They'd have to really sit there and hard sell me to say, yeah, you should wait till you're 78 and then collect it. You're going to get a big giant each month, but you might only live for 2 or 3 months past that. But boy, for those 2 or 3 months, you're going to get a crap load of money. It just doesn't interest me. I'd rather have the money in my hand, unless you need. It's up to you. But like I said, check with people that financial people or whatever. They'll tell you. I went to full retirement at 65 and kept working to a couple more years. Um, Dave, I said I gained. Yeah, it's probably my fault. Uh, let's see. That's my point, Randy. They held money for 40 years. Yeah, and I don't know. Like I said, I would collect as soon as I could. But like I said, there's a lot of people that I've talked to that they have a plan, and this is how they're doing it. A lot of them are, um, like Logan and stuff like that, that are going to retire, and James did too, and he did it right at 45. Let's say these guys are retiring out of the military. They were lifers, and uh, just so they didn't have to screw around with it. I got another friend that I know that did the same thing. Got a 5 or 10 year elite visa. They had to lay out a bunch of money, but they didn't have to worry about nothing. Don't have to worry about going each year and getting a retirement and all that. Now they turn 50 after their 5 years is up. Now they'll go ahead and do whatever they want to do. But that's a way to think about it if you have the money. If not, like I said, if you're 50, I think the magic number is 50, because of, unless you want to buy an elite visa, is to hit the 50 mark, be able to get a retirement visa, have a good chunk of money in the bank so that you can put it in there, don't have to worry about bringing it in each month, and have enough to buy transportation, and that that pretty much cuts out a lot of the money that you'll be spending each month, and being able to live here. And I don't know, I want to say probably pretty much the norm on, at least in the States, and this is only a guess, is where I'm at, between 18 and 2 grand. Now there's some people that 25 and some people that make 14. So it all depends, but I'm going to say that, and you can live here in Thailand on that. Especially if you're a procrastinator. I just got lucky in my life. Wow. I was back in the U.S. and gained about 12 pounds. Now back and working on dropping it. I wish ah, yeah, I need to, I'd like to be 106. When I got out of the hospital, when I could finally stand up and stand on a scale, I weighed 103 kilo, and that's the lightest I've been in years and years. Now I gained probably almost all of it back. Well, not all of it, but most of it. Hey, Douglas, how you doing? Glad you could make it. But so that's the plan. It's been over an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun. Um, and I pulled the 70D and some camera equipment out of the and my GoPro 7 out of there. Hopefully the capture card will be here today, maybe tomorrow. We're gonna leave tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'm gonna pick up that 2,000 liter tank and bring it out there. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I kind of would like to stay till Monday, and because the solar guy's driving from here, go up there. I don't know if he's going to be working on the cameras and finishing up the cameras, or there's one more camera that needs to be installed, and they're going to put in that hub or something, which I might decline. It's 5,000 baht, and I don't know, man. I go on right now and I get a perfectly good picture. They did do. Should show you. They're supposedly be doing the Buddha area, 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters. The uncle, and then they haven't started on. The uncle says they'll have it done by the 9th, the Thai kitchen and the covered parking. But I don't know. But my wife sent me on. I'll try to bring it up on here. Where was it? Wow. Where are you? Oh, she must have sent it to me on. Sorry about that. On Messenger, not on that one. There it is. So this is that's the concrete. There's that ugly green looking deal. So, but they're exactly the same height. That one's 1,000, but the other one's fatter around. Hopefully, it'll fit on that concrete slab that he made there. He might have made it just for that one, but we'll find out. So anyway, he looks at it's got it. So that's done. Then he's supposed to be. I'll go over to the. Let's pull up the. Yeah, since we're farting around anyway, pull up the camera. Let's see if he's working on the. That's another thing. Working around there, they can't hide from me. But most of it, like I said, unless it's going to be, no, somebody's over there. You can see him walking around over by the concrete blocks. So I guess he's getting ready. That must be him. And like I said, they wanted to make that 4 meters by 4 meters to put that. This is the Buddhist stuff that we got, which is the same size as we got here. It's not the little bitty ones, but it's not these gigantic big ones either. And they And I'm going, that's stupid. I said, first off, we're putting money out for concrete that we're not even going to use. So why not cut the thing down to maybe 2 meters by 2 meters, and then use the concrete that you were going to use for the 4 meter over where where the tub's going, where the water tanks are going. Oh, okay. So they did that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm amazed, I guess. If I miss something, again, I'm not watching. What did Randy say? Randy said, I retired at 62. I'm now 65 and a half. My financial guy told me to wait till I'm 66 and 7 months old to start collecting. I'm crossing my fingers that I don't regret it. I don't really know. Like I said, I would go with whatever my guy told me, but everything that I saw and when they ran the numbers and all this kind of stuff and taking it, 99% of them said take it as soon as you can. But you got to go with your guy, Randy. I would imagine. I would. Uh, Brock said his fighting weight, 98 kilos. That's awesome. Modelo Mine. What do you get? I'm trying to catch up. My stocks are tanking right now. Tempted to quit the market and have a feeling I'll go down with the ship. I never could do it, Rob, man. I got friends that just made a shitload of money in the stock market, but to me, it's gambling. If I have enough money to live comfortably for the rest of my life, and do I want to take a chance on gambling? Like I said, if I was going to, I'd rather belly up to a hold'em table and have my luck at something I'm good at. Now my friends are good at the stock market, and you probably are. I don't know, but I know nothing about it. It's just like I'd be thrown. No, I'd be a nervous wreck. Wait out, Brandon. Just blame Dave. that that'll be a new T-shirt. I'm still trying to get the shirts done too, and I have such a hard time pressuring my poor wife. I wish that I had more control over it, and she's got it all in there. So my wife's family likes your temple space. They can do more, I think. I don't know. Like I said, the one that I got here is maybe a meter and a half by a meter and a half, and then it's got steps going up. I don't know. Like I said, if I would have bought those, I really like them. I don't know. I think they're beautiful, man. I like the architecture, the everything of them, their meaning and stuff like that. I don't know 100%. I know somewhat, but uh, I would have said sure, whatever. Four by four, okay. Yeah, get war stocks. Yeah, bonds. Buy bonds. Oh man, it's kind of scary, isn't it? I'm going to Chiang Mai next month for 10-kilometer. Oh, really? Me, I can complete my mission. Well, good luck. Good for you. Who was it that won? Was it Jam that ran in that bikini thing? I think so, right? She ran in that deal. She did okay, I guess. She made it. I would have made it about 2 steps and said no. Same for me. The difference with holding crypto. Yeah, I can't do crypto either. I could have done it 20 years ago when it first came out. I would have been all right, right? I just don't even know how that works. I'm horrible. Nor do I care. I mean, I even if I knew how it works, like I said, why would I jeopardize the money when I have enough for the rest of my life? I wouldn't do it. I loaned 25 grand over the last 5 years. That's real money. I don't think I'll ever get it back. Stubborn, so want to get out. I'm like, yeah, hey, there's Logan. Yeah, I don't know, Rob, man. I don't know. I'm glad. I know Logan is under 4 years now. They canceled my pizza oven twice now. The stupid Farang let the Chinese guy talk him into buying it again, And damn if this morning they didn't cancel it again. And I don't think it's them. It's actually Lasada. Because they're taking so long to pack it and not ship it, Lasada just says, okay, enough with you, and does it. So I called them scammers and went on my way. I got my eye on another one. I'll show you. Where was it? It's right there. So let me go to here and go to present and go to share screen, Lasada online. This one. Now, it's showing it at 18,000, but look right above it. Because the other one was 7,000. This one's 1,000 more. The other ones are like 13,000. But this one here says, I can't see it because maybe I can better on here. Right there where it says 8-9, in 14 hours, they're going to run a sale. And if they do, I'll get that one. And this one looks like, it's definitely different. I'll show you. It looks like the knob is on the back. You can see that. The knob is on the back, protruding out. So it's totally different. But the one that I was going to get only measured the actual pizza stone was under 12 or right at 12. This one's 13. So it's an inch wider. So you can actually, in those 12-inch, you can't really get a 12-inch. You can't really get a 12-inch pizza. So I'm curious. So in 15 hours, probably when I'm in the middle of the night, whatever it is, before I go, if it is, I'll order that one. But it's coming out of China too, so it's going to be way out in the future. Yeah, stop looking and just write it out. Yeah, I don't think you can look, can you? I know a lot of guys that had their 401ks and didn't roll them in and do what they wanted to with them. They get sick when they watch them when stuff tanks. But I know that Logan is less than 4 years away from retirement. They're awesome. I just canceled an order that was late on a butane. Yeah, I, they when they did the first one, they said we didn't cancel it. We didn't cancel it. We didn't cancel it. Order it again. I'll make sure. I ordered it again, and 5 days later they cancel it again. And I asked them like 2 days later. I said, "You guys say it's packed. Ship the thing. Our shipping is really busy." And I'm going, "What a bunch of bullshit!" And then all of a sudden it just came up canceled again. So I don't know. But yeah, I know. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm hoping that I get that one. Otherwise, the one that has the rotary wheel is 18,000. I don't want to spend that much. I got to try to buy some pellets. I think I said last time that I was going to buy pellets and do it. Logan, are you still here? What's your hours now? You're working the night shift. 4 years is a long time. Yeah, you're gonna try. You're trying to get here in what? 2 years, Aaron? Is that is that what you're shooting for? But I hope that thing goes on sale, and I hope I can order it. But I know that let me look real quick. I know it said standard delivery, the 14th to the 20th of November. So that's not too bad. Today is already the 10th, right? Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was way off in the distance. So we'll see. So if it goes, it starts in 0 days, 14 hours and 8 minutes, and it's basically 9,000. But I'll do that. I won't double that 99.18. I just think no, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Yeah, he's still a kid. I think when he retires, you're going to be less than 45, right, Logan? Are you still here? They might have went to bed or whatever. Or he might have went to work. He's working the night shift, so 2 years is my call. Cool. Like I said, if you can do it one day earlier, which I know you will. Ever thought of building an outdoor brick? Yeah, I have, but here, Rob, the only problem I have is it has to go on the top of this building.
Go and
So,
make it.
okay. Um, so the weight I'm worried about. I mean, I watched them build it. I went to their where they where they where they built the thing and watched the construction and everything, and it probably would be fine. But put a wood burning brick oven on the roof here, which is pretty much, unless I put it out front, the only place that I could get it. That's the problem. Let's see. That was only this week. Great to jump from days to nights and back to days again. It's great for my physical and mental health. Yeah, I know. I never could do that. I had to work nights. When I was first started in HVAC, it was just me. When the company started, was just me and my pretty much my best friend, and we had a lot of hospital stuff. And as we started, going before we could real hire stuff, I would get Western Bagel. If anybody's in the United States, they're out of the San Fernando Valley, and they distribute all over the world now. But their place had their main office 20 low temp sub-zero freezers and a bunch of stuff. And when they went down, they had stock in there that they would lose thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So there was times that I worked all day in LA, came back at 5 o'clock, took me 3 hours to get home, got home at 7, 8 o'clock at night, enough to eat something, and 9:30, 10 o'clock, my pager would go off. I'd either get called back to, we had AM PMs, ARCO AM PMs, and go back to LA, and most of the time, if they could move stuff around in any other place, you could tell them, why don't you move this stuff into this freezer, and I'll be back in the morning and we'll take care of it. 90% of the time that worked. But at Western Bagel, it was, you didn't even bring it up. You just said, okay, let me open up the warehouse and get it here and get the compressor and, have a way to get it up on the roof, get some guys over here to help me pull it up, or get a crane or whatever I needed to get. So I go back to work at 9, 10 o'clock and work until 6 o'clock in the morning, and go back home, take a shower, and head back out. That's the closest I came. And that was the worst thing. I told people I don't really get sick that often, but in the States I did when I was when I was working in the field, in the bakery. It was 25 below in the freezers. You go in the freezer, you come out into the middle of the bakery, 135 degrees. It was, I always got sick. Always got sick every time I went there. All right. So what, did Bobby leave? Okay, I got to drop. My premiere starts in 5 minutes. Okay. You guys go over and support Bobby. Uh, I base it on, yeah, exactly. I think if you can retire by the time you're 50 in today's day and age, you're doing well in life. Logan, I think, was smart. James, I think too. I'm not a big thing on organized anything, but and but he's going to be. I think he's going to be less than 45. Oh, there it is. Will be 50, 46 at retirement. Joined in 26, 2007. Would already be retired, but be if I joined high school at 2000. Yeah, no shit, right? But I decided to go to college. So you made a good decision. Um, yeah, but you look back on it now and go, wow, I could have done it right now. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. But yeah, so I'm hoping I get that oven in 15 hours. We'll see. I'll let you guys know that. Well, we're gonna go. Today is Friday, right? Am I? When you're retired, you don't. I don't know. I go crazy. My mother-in-law must have left. I don't know why he came and told me he was going to the market. Either that or they both left. Which the only time they ever come and tell me that they're leaving and going somewhere is when I'm stuck here with all the animals and everything. So, um, for his camper, what did I do? What did you clarify? uh, yeah, I did. Maybe the pizza was for the trailer. Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I want to get. I said this before. I haven't ordered them yet. I want to get some pellets and try it with pellets. The charcoal was just a pain in the ass, and mainly because it's just dirty. Got stuff all over my hands. I actually cooked it on the first one I cooked. I think when I did it was on the back porch, and then when I did the party for the people that we had over, I did it on the roof of the man cave. Thanks, Logan. And you guys know all the member stuff. That kid is still doing good. His grandmother's still alive. She hasn't passed yet, and hopefully, maybe she never will. But all that goes. I can check because I always do every time someone does a members thing. Let me see here. Let me go to this, and then go to my studio, and go over here. But I think we get like $16 from that. Let me see. Membership. Might have to move my camera. Total number of members. Come on. Whatever. Oh, 22, up 10%. $16.47. And we give them, so you guys are paying half of what it is. We give them 1,000 baht every month. Good kid. He does really well. But thank you very much, Logan. And Jamie. I shouldn't exclude her. Is she there, or she already go to bed? Said that. I guess I pushed the button. No, I think when it does, it notifies so everybody knows, which is a good thing. Thank you very much. Yeah, I might do that too. Pellets will be paying too much. I got to go back. Did you send that to me again? Maybe I'll just order them from him, and just do it that way and see if I can do it. Because if it's just for, it might be something that I keep on the trailer out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I cook a pizza for myself or whatever. Or if I leave it in Ubon, once in a while, have a couple people over, cook 3 or 4 pizzas. But with the charcoal, it was a big, giant pain in the ass. But yeah, if you would send that to me again, I'd appreciate it, Aaron. And I'll order them. Will you be live streaming the house? But I don't know. Maybe I should, huh? Maybe I just stick a camera somewhere and just let the live stream go. What do you guys want? The people that are in the States that aren't going to be going. Let me know. Put it in the comments or something so I have some kind of a record and know. Dave, ever thought of setting up a virtual store to sell T-shirts, hats, stickers with me? No hassle and good revenue. Yeah, I have to. First, I got to get the shirts. And your idea on the hat that's a good idea. That would be kind of awesome. I would like to do it because if it generates anything and it goes to my wife and it goes back to Thailand, right now we're paid double taxes, but it's no money. It's like $1,200 for the year, maybe $100 a month, and then I pay it. I just conclude it because it's whatever, and then my wife pays for Thailand, but all the money goes to her. So yeah, I could probably do something. I don't see why not, Randy. I'll try to do that. Yeah, I know I'm a big hat guy, right? I think I should at least have hats. Speaking of the big giant pain in the ass, I'm here. Hey Jake, how you doing? Glad you can make it. He's a night owl. Ah, okay. Yeah, I got up at 4:30 this morning. That's a half hour early for me. I took kind of a nap yesterday, an old man nap, I think is what Joe calls them. Speaking of that, I am going to look into I like the Rebel. I think I'm going to get rid of the Himalaya. And they're stacking that, in case you haven't seen, Logan. I haven't watched one of them yet. But the first thing that they did with that water-cooled 42 horsepower, 401 cc or whatever it is, the new Himalaya, it went right up against your 390. That's the Versus you see all over YouTube. And I didn't go on there and look at it, but it might if you haven't already looked at it. Might be something you want to look at. It looks awesome. It's just too much money. I don't want to spend that much money. And I like the Rebel, and I like that. I like the Scrambler. I didn't even know they made a Scrambler. Like I said, I remember in the day upsweep pipes on one of the 350s. In fact, my good friend that I was just talking about and that we started the air conditioning company together with, he had one, and it was a CB, but I think it was a different thing. But I think they called it a Scrambler. I just had a regular CB, so did the other two or three guys that we terrorized the valley on our 350 Hondas back in 72, 73, something like that, 71, I don't know. But we had a bunch of fun. Then I only had mine for like a year, and then at 16 and a half I got Sportster, and then at 17 I got my Panhead and rode that to high school. I still miss it. I'm still jonesing. I still look at Harleys on Marketplace. Who knows? You never know. But as a like a bobber type bike that you could probably go a little bit off road and stuff, that Scrambler and the Rebel can both qualify for that. And I could probably sell the Himalaya for 70, something like that. If I wanted to sell it quick, maybe 65 or something. And the Rebel's going to be double. It's going to be $1.50 for a. I saw one that I should probably check on and maybe purchase. My wife would go crazy. Was 160, but it was a 22. The other ones are like 19s, 2019, 2018, with no kilometers on them, but still. And it looks like the motors are exactly the same. The 500, whatever it is that's in that Scrambler, is the same one that's in the Rebels, the geriatric Rebels. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a nice looking bike. He wants something bigger. God bless him. I don't need it. I mean, even on my Forza, somebody was saying, Joe was saying, "Oh, I like this motorcycle way better than the scooter I like shifted." No, I shifted for 65 years. I don't. I want to twist and I want to go. Make me. Thanks, Aaron. That makes me just lazy. I think. See the KTM versus yeah, unless the Himalaya. It has 6 gears. 6 gears, water cooled, 40, 45, 48 horsepower. Um, yeah, I don't know what the price, 250, 220, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. I can't remember. But I thought that would be something for you to watch. And I still haven't talked to you, Paul. I got to talk to you. Uh, like I said, that lady at my wife's work, she set me up like twice now about learning English, and she's game to do, not her, but her kid or something, her kids, do something that doesn't mind, advertising for you or having it recorded and shown or whatever. So if that's something you want, let me know. I had an 82 CM 450 and an 84 450 Rebel. I had an 85 Honda 500. Can't remember. There was a two. They made it. It was a four-stroke, wasn't a two-stroke, and they made it in both an off-road enduro and a straight, no light, no nothing. Uh, but yeah, my 350. That was my. Well, I had a 305 Dream. If you guys know what that was, 1968, I think it was, something like that. I had one of those for a short time. 1974, I was driving down Sherman Way in Reseda and was cut off by some crazy biker. It probably was. It probably was. Well, in case anybody's wondering, the San Fernando Valley where I grew up was Van Nuys Boulevard. And if you've ever seen American Graffiti or whatever it is, that's where that cruising came from. We were cruising Van Nuys Boulevard in the late 60s and early 70s, and until they no longer let us anymore. But I had my bike and wheelies across um, intersections and tickets, and yeah, I had my You're a fun back then, and I wasn't a nice person either, Randy. It could have it could have been me. uh, in my 20s. Yeah, I was 16, man. 16. First bike. My first motorized vehicle was a Taco 22, or was it a 44? It was purple, I think, if I remember right. And across the street from my house, you went right down my driveway, and the street ended into somebody's backyard that had bigger property, and they just had up like a hog wire fence and giant eucalyptus trees. And my cousin Joey, who passed away from the Lou Gehrig's disease, was a year and a half younger, and I think I was 7 or something, maybe 8, I don't know. And I was riding the thing all over. He's, I want to, I want to, I want to, I want to. So my stepdad, he got him on there, and he basically said, "No, this is the brake," and he just took off, ran that thing into the hog wire, and right into the tree across the street. But I think that was the first motorized, and then I had all the trails, had the 50, the 70, and the 90, and the 110 during that younger years. And then, as you know, I told the story before. I had the black 1968 or 69 Honda 90S that I had a straight 3/4 inch pipe on, and I'm talking real galvanized pipe. And I rode it to junior high school and parked it in the bike racks until they came into my class, and had my mother with me, or with them, and they took me out and said, "Can you tell your son he cannot ride that to school? He's not even supposed to be on it in the streets." She said, "I'll tell him, but we'll see what happens." Yeah, my mom was a good one. I miss you, Ma. Um, let's see. I do. Ron John, I do. My KTM has 6. The smaller Himalaya has only 5, so no highway riding, which is when I'm commuting. But what I use my 3K is not what I do most. I'm almost positive the new one's a 6-speed. The mine's a 5-speed. If that's what you're, the smaller Himalaya. Yeah, but it was, what's mine? 511 or something like that. The new Himalaya is 401 or 40 something. I gotta let's see if I can just bring up on YouTube. I was looking at my Mini Pro, but let me put in here new um, Himalaya. Now it's saying 450, and let's see what comes up. 23 is here. Let me put versus VS. The KTM comes right up with the KTM 390 Adventure, and there it is. Let me pull it up for. I knew Logan was gonna be. Hey, big guy, how you doing? I knew Logan was gonna be into that, but here this is the first thing that I pulled up, and looks like this one looks good right here. That one right there, Royal Enfield Himalaya 450 KTM 990. This one here, probably get a copyright deal doing that. Anyway, it looks like you can have fun looking at a bunch of those. Yamaha 50cc. Yeah, I had a Chappie. I think they were 2-strokes. I had 2 of them. Yamaha. I've seen them here, which is really weird. I've seen them here. Then graduated to a 500 Enduro. That 84 or 85 Honda was a beast. I'm trying to think if it was a single lung. I think it was a single lung 500, if I'm not mistaken. Had a lot of fun on that. I was older on that, and I think I was married to my wife that had my children. But anyway, Yeah, if I could find a BSA here or an older Triumph, I would do a restoration on one of those. But the Harleys are like, I did see a knucklehead that was and a panhead that were recreations because I don't know if anybody's familiar with S&S makes motors for Harley Davidsons, big motors, and they make a panhead, and I think they make a knucklehead too, but somebody had done it, but they wanted $1 million for it, but it was pretty cool looking. It was had a suicide on it, and it was nice. It was nice looking. I had a mini bike growing up and riding in the sand pits for concussions later. Yeah, no shit. Had a cherry red '69 Chevy Camaro. Awesome. Sold it not too long ago. Man, that's nice. Yeah, I had a couple of off-brand, homemade type mini bikes, but the one that I remember, I think it was the 22 or the 44, and I think the difference between the two was the size of the motor. One was a 3.5 Briggs, and the other one was, I don't know, a bigger motor, I think. Have to go back. Where's Jake? You still awake, Jake? Jake can go on to. Uh, it is only 5 speeds. I could have swore they advertised it when I was watching it as 6 speeds. Awesome bikes, lower to the ground, so I could flat foot it, but wouldn't work for me. I could have swore they said it was a 6 speed, but obviously, if you looked at it, I'm gonna take your word that you looked up the specs on it. Oh, but see now here they're calling it a 450 in that deal I did, right? That I looked at. They're calling it the Royal Enfield. They're calling it a 450, a 450. Um, the KTM 390 Adventure versus the RE Himalaya. They're calling it a 450. So maybe and here's one that's calling it a 452. Here's the specs explained. Let me see if awesome looking bike, man. 452. It's an awesome looking bike. I want to know what gears it is. Let's see if I got that motor. 17-liter fuel tank. Wow. 452 liquid cooled four valves. You guys can hear that too, right? Did I lose everybody? Still 12 of you here. So 40 horsepower. Come on, tell me how many gears it has. They're not going to tell. Uh, Low sheep. Did you see there that 845 millimeters? Oh wow. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it. Somebody probably has already looked it up. Did you look it up, Logan? What did I miss? Uh, yeah, Bull Tacos. What was some of the other off? Husqvarna. Uh, yeah, I mean all the old ones. I like Osa. Osa. Am I saying that right? Osa was big too. The biggest ones were probably Bull Taco, uh, Husqvarna, and Osa when I was a kid. Um, yep, you're right. Only version was 411. New is a 452, and I think it's a six-speed. But did you see that? Oh, you weren't watching. You couldn't see it. The the lowering the seat is as easy as taking it off, and there's a bar that's on the bottom of the seat, and moving that to a different location on the seat and putting it back on. It was on 845 millimeters or something, but it's an awesome looking bike. Awesome. Uh, there's going good. Confirmed six speed, but weird. The infield website linked me to the old spec sheet. That figures. I think they're a little behind the times. But if you look at that video that I was looking at, it's Royal Enfield Himalaya 452 specs explained. The bike is freaking awesome looking. Looks like it's got a lot of travel. Did it say what the price was, Logan, on it? I want to say it was. I looked it up, and I want to say it was 220. God, I wish I wasn't old. If I wasn't old, I'd be able to remember all sorts of shit. But I think it was. And I don't know how much did you spend on the 390? I can't remember. I know you told me that too. But it definitely I would stick with that. This one out here, I thought it was kind of cool that it didn't really have a bunch of horsepower and stuff, but no, I needed to drive it more. A girl, a gal you met in Albuquerque. Yeah, I can't remember the OSI. OS. God, I can't remember. That was the big ones were, like I said, Bull Taco and Husqvarna. Still are. Husqvarna's still making bikes, I think, right? I don't think Bull Taco is, but Husqvarna is. But if I could get any kind of old bike, I was kind of stumbling around on Marketplace and saw an old BMW uh, that someone had butchered up and tried to put back together and do some stuff, and it wasn't really that much money. My wife would kill me though. I don't know. Plus, I'd have to have an air conditioned spot. So if I was going to build something, I'd probably build it in Ubon. So I'd probably go there for the week and come home for the weekends, um, and build the bike. I can build it right in the middle of the one of the bedrooms or the living room and have air conditioning. Couldn't do it without air conditioning. Stingray, awesome bike, and shag carpet, colored seat. I remember those days. Now I'm old, but I think they were. I can't remember if you remember, Logan. I can't remember because what would that be? What's 220,000 divided by what is it? 35.5. 6,000, 6,200 for what I think. You have to look and see. The Enfield 54. That's even cheaper. Was around nine. Really? Wow. I think I'd maybe look into it, maybe sell. Here, you give me a great buy on it. That 390 has got a good bike. I don't want to remember. Husqvarna is sister company to KTM, yes. Um, but wow, 6 grand. So about what is here, 6,200 or 5,500. Um, wow, not horrible, I guess. Might be something to consider. For what's the horsepower on the 390? Do you know off the top of your head? This has now become the motorcycle channel, in case anybody was wondering. Yeah, there's that drifter. I still gotta look and see if that's still on that one we were talking about the other day. I was talking to Aaron. Um, but I'll look and see. I never did check into it too much. I like the way it looked, but it was too small. I think it was a 400, I think. But it's definitely nice looking, no doubt. Well, I'll tell you what. Then Royal Enfield probably going to kick the living, unless it's a complete piece of crap. I don't see how they're gonna for that amount of money. If I was going out looking, and and I could pay 3,000 less for that KTM than from what I seen on the 390, I'd have to probably at least take a shot at the infield. And you said it was what, four? What did we say it was? 400 and God, I just said it. Now, see how bad I am? 452. So it's yeah, 44 at 9,000. This one was 40 at 8,000, I think. And it was no 39 point something at 8,000, and nominal was 40 or something. So damn close. Damn close. And they're probably, I'm sure they got the thing choked off to where it can't breathe. Mm. Let's see. But my KTM had a lot of tech, ABS, traction control. Yeah, exactly. Hooligan and not die. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the specs are on the Himalaya. I'm imagining it might have ABS. I don't know about the rest of this stuff. I don't know. Traction control, I probably doubt it. But it could be interesting. I'm going to watch one of those ones, maybe after I get done before I go in the house, and because we've already been on for almost 2 hours. The motorcycle channel has been going strong for the last 35, 40 minutes. Um, I don't see it. I don't see it in a 400. They made them in 800 and 1500. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was a fake one. I don't know. I got the impression it was a 400, but I'll look it up again, Aaron. I'll look it up again. Short term, what was your name again? I know I'm horrible, aren't I? I had a purple one too. Top 22, my next door neighbor had a homemade mini bike with the governor removed. All that. Yeah, the governor came off everything I had. My grandson's ranked top 10 in the racing. Really? Very cool. All my friends, I didn't get into it too much, but my good friend that I talk about occasionally up in Reading, he was really into it. He was good at it too. He liked it. No, no, not at all, man, not at all. Gives me something else to talk about, Logan. I run out of things. I want to start doing getting people to come on. So I think maybe when I get back, I'm going to do it on Monday, which will be Sunday your time. Maybe I'll put the link up and you can come on and we can get a couple other people. Maybe Jake will come on. Maybe whoever wants to come on, come on. It's we had a lot of fun when we had a bunch of people on the panel. But no, I was like I said, I was. I'm gonna watch this one. I'm gonna go back here and the one that versus. But nice looking bike, man. I hate to say it, I think I like the way it looks better than the. No, I don't know. Maybe they're both good looking bikes. ADV update 24 390 Adventure Royal Enfield Himalaya 452 specs. Everybody's throwing out the specs, so there must be something. Let's see. Royal Enfield Himalaya 450 versus the 390. Buy or wait? Oh, maybe that'd be a good one to watch. That's 11 minutes. 390 Himalaya, the right adventure to buy. There isn't a bunch. Well, there's a bunch of them, considering that it just came out. But I guess guys that do that and they're getting a bunch of views and stuff, they go right out and buy that stuff and start putting it out there. That's how they make their money. So But I'm curious. I'm gonna leave that on that wait to buy deal. I'll look at that one. KJ, this is my work dance. Dirt bike circuits in Texas. Very cool. What is he riding, Ron? Honda guy or what? Um, the last motorcycle race I saw in person was at Carlsbad. Yeah. They used to go out to, what was the name of that? God, Bob Hope, the Hope Ranch or whatever. They used to go out there, excuse me, and race. Um, well, sports, you are, and we're both about the same age, aren't we? When I started in Hawaii, I almost bought 99 in sky blue. You still see it? Buddy I work with had a KTM 1150 ADV stolen. His apartment porch was fully knitted out. Wow. When I was a kid, the stepdad had bought a full dresser. Can't remember what year it was. Was it a panhead? I don't know if it was a panhead or not. I think it was just a shovel head. Anyway, he had it. He had it chained to the right out the front door. There was a 4x4 post that hung, kind of supported. We didn't have a garage. We had a drive-through, covered, whatever you call it. And somebody came out to look at the bike. And I was young. I mean, young. I think 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know. And only one person came out and looked at it. And that night, man, the thing was, they cut the chain and drug it around the corner and loaded it into a truck and took off with it. When I was running around the valley, supposedly there were people that came from the East Coast with semis, and they just went on a rampage. And I shouldn't say so. More than likely they did. They picked up a bunch of Sportsters due to the fact that on the East Coast, man, they love Sportsters. I would say 80% of the people there would rather have a Sportster than a big bore, back then a 1200 Harley. But they could have been one of them. But they took it right out in front of the house. Let's see. He started with KTM. Don't know what he's on now. Oh, really? Cool. Still KTM, he's guessing. Logan's going to try to look him up. I think it was spring of 89. Excuse me. Now we're in the 2 hours, my nose is starting to. All right, guys. Hour and 59 and 34 seconds. I think there's 12 of us here, but I think I'm going to go. I got to go and see what see if they left me here alone. I don't want the animals to freak out. I'm going to play with the drone a little bit. I'm going to get that card. Maybe I should do a video on doing that microphone thing and see. All right, guys. Let's see. I got to go over here, pull up this. I think I'll play this one. I can't believe it's Christmas already. Hopefully, I'll be saying that a year from now. I'll still be alive. And in the middle of November or so, I can say Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully, no one takes offense by me saying Merry Christmas, but that was the way I brought up. Whatever you celebrate, have a good one, and we'll probably go over and over. And like I said, if somebody wants to, I think I'll use it as a training device. I've got that mini. If people here in Thailand want to take it for a month or two at a time, and we split it up between 5 or 6 people here that want to learn how to fly drones, I'd be up to consider doing that on the channel. So anyway, just to let you know, the intro and the outro of my live stream, Richard of Richard Travels, is the man that did it for me. I appreciate it, Richard. And I should say this hand, and I'll click the button with this hand. Everybody out there have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you're at, and I will catch you on the next one.